Welcome back. We're talking about tags as part of the Breeze Church Management System. We're going to talk this time about contacting those who are in your team using tags. I'm going to go in and show you what it would look like from the very beginning if this is the first time that you are logging in to your account and to tags. It will come up and it will say all tags. So these are all the different tags, and if you remember, tags are labels that you attach, tie on to people so that we can label them. We put them where they belong in terms of what team they belong and what jobs they have in the church and all of those kind of things. So once you log in, if you have all tags showing up at the top, you will want to go down on either column because you see they're the same at this moment. So to where it says teams. And clicking on teams, I now get the list of folders, the categories under teams. You remember these are the original 8 teams that we thought we had in the church and not the 20 plus teams that we actually have. So rather than these being teams, they became categories. Or as Breeze calls them, folders, in which we put the tags of individual teams. This list of teams, and you see congregational care, facilities, faith development teams, music teams, outreach teams, preschool teams, and stewardship teams, and worship teams, is also mirrored over here. And the blue is where we are now. The one that's at the top here is in blue here, and then it's the same exact list on both pages. We're looking for the liturgist team, which happens to be in worship. So we do that, and then we click down the liturgist team, and we click in there, and there are our 9 people who are part of the liturgist team. What I want to show you in this video is how to contact them. And so right on the right side here, in the desktop app, is 3 options. And they are email people, text people, or export them. So export is I'm just going to show you this really quick. Export is a way of downloading, in other words, creating a file on your computer with different information. And you can do an Excel if you use Windows Office software, Microsoft Office. You can use Excel and have it into an Excel spreadsheet with lots of information about each person. But you can also do a directory, and then you have lots of options, which I don't want to go into. But you can do a directory, which would have quite a bit of information about people, their name, phone numbers, things like that. Mailing labels are exactly what you would think. Mailing labels create mailing labels that you can use to send letters to everyone. You can do name tags. So if you wanted to print name tags for your group, if they're all coming together for the first time maybe, for their first meeting, you could print name tags and have them available for everybody to put on. And then you could do a letter, which is a way of creating a letter, and you can see here you could put in their name will be there, their address there, their name again there, and you can change the letter to say whatever you want it to say. And that way everybody, it'll print out a separate page of a letter for each person in your group. So it does a lot of really cool things under export, and far more than we could get into in a video like this to explain. But I wanted you see that word, you're going to ask, what is this export about? That's what it's about. It's about actually downloading. That's the arrow pointing down. It's about downloading a file onto your computer or device with that information in those different formats. But our focus today is on emailing people and texting people. So you click on email, and you get to a subject just like you do for any other email, and then you write the whole email. And it says it's going to send it BCC to all, those are 3 plus 6, that's 9 people. So all 9 people. You can click on this and edit it. You can take some people out and not include them in the message. You can add an attachment. So if you have some kind of file or a picture or letter that is a file on your computer, you can attach it. But the big thing is, it's really simple to say meeting next week. Hi all, I just wanted to remind you that we are having a special training next Saturday. Alright, so I can send this message to everybody. I'm not going to, because that would very much confuse them since we're not actually having a meeting. It says it's sending from my account, which is tech@ramonaumc.org. So we would set up the email this way. Just put in a quick title, type into the message what you want to send, and you just say send. You can also send it later. So you can ask Breeze to hold on to your letter. You can have it send it out in 6 hours from now. So if you're writing an email at 3 in the morning, but you don't want people to receive it at 3 in the morning, you could ask to have it sent in 6 hours. You could have it sent tomorrow at 9 a.m., tomorrow at 3 p.m. Those are just kind of default options. Or the more powerful one is to set a custom date and time. So you can do that and set a custom date and time for the email to be sent. So that gives you the ability that I could write this letter now, and if I know we're having a training on the 28th of May, then I could, which would be a Sunday, the 27th of April, which would be a Saturday, then I could say, I could send this email, and I could come in here and say, can we send this on April 22nd? And if we send it on April 22nd, then they will receive it exactly a week or 5 days before the event. So I can write it now and don't have to remember on the 22nd to write this email. It will take care of it for me. So that's what custom date and time does, and that's a very nice feature. So otherwise, it's very quick, easy way to send an email out to everybody. Just as fast and perhaps more even quicker for everyone is that you can send them a quick text message. Now these should be much shorter. You don't want to send a paragraph and a half of information via a text message. But if you wanted to get a quick message out to your team, hey, don't forget tomorrow's meeting. You could do that, and you could click send text message, and it will go out to all of your team. Here again, you can set a different time for your text to be sent, and this will go to everyone in your group who has a cell phone number connected in Breeze, which is a very large number of our members. So that actually is a pretty effective way to do it as well. So those are the two most important things for this video in terms of connecting to people, emailing and texting people. It's very quick. If we started back on our dashboard, I could, now that I've already been into Liturgist Team, I can click on Liturgist Team. I can click Send to Text People, type in my message, hey, don't forget the meeting tomorrow, and then hit send, and I'm done. So in less than a minute, I can send a text out to all 9 members of the Liturgist team. So it's a very simple, very easy system to do and to follow. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. And I'm hoping that all of you will begin to use it more and more as time goes on to make your teams more and more efficient and get more and more ministry done. Thank you very much for watching and being a part of this process.